A two step, a two step. Now watch me two step. Go ahead, my bad.
Hi, hello to everyone in the listening world. I know you were probably confused, as usually I start with that, but Eddie had other plans today. But this is another episode of True Crime and Other Shit. And today, y'all, we're going to be doing a little bit of other shit. We like to take a break from the true crime every now and again. And last case, as you know, was a little heavy. And we have some plans for some even heavier stuff coming up. So, in between time, in the meantime, we thought we'd give you a break and we was going to talk about something that is all kind of a thorn in our side today. We're going to talk about AI. Whether you love it or you hate it, AI is definitely a part of our daily lives at this point. People just go to ChatGPT to ask a simple question. People will create images and put things out on TikTok that are very weird. And people that are dead making videos of them doing things that they would never do. It's a little strange, but here we are. Before we get into it though, I do want to again shout out www.endthebacklog.com, well .org. We have cleared out the entire backlog of rape kits in North Carolina, and I think that's awesome. But there are a ton of other states that you can support and that need help. So please, 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 if you have it to give, $1, $2, please donate it to end the backlog so we can get these people off the street and in the jail cell where they belong.
Mhm.
All
Exactly.
right. So, ready, Eddie?
Let's get it. Got great conversations.
As y'all know, last week at the end, Eddie had some feelings about AI. Would you like to now go into those, Eddie? Where do we start?
You can start in many places. I feel like the biggest part is the art industry, art, multimedia. Then also, we could really just talk about really just the art because I think you brought up a great point. Everybody loves Stranger Things, but we can all tell that something wasn't right with this last season. These last couple of episodes in the
Yeah.
last season, right?
That
Right.
really hurt me, especially with the Duffer brothers being from North Carolina, being from Durham.
Hmm.
Like, y'all really played yourselves. You did not put on for the state. Like, an AI ending. And it's because they didn't want to pay their ghostwriter anymore.
Yeah.
So you decide to rely on AI.
It's kind of like not having no seasoning. Like you just giving me a plain meal, but you ain't got no seasoning to it. Because truthfully, that's where the soul is. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Mhm.
soul. That's like the human atmosphere is the soul. And if you just sit here and you try to automate that, you're not gonna get the real feel. You're gonna have something,
Exactly.
but it ain't the real deal.
Exactly. Like I feel like that whole thing with like the wormhole and all of that stuff and the melting room and I just feel like y'all just
Like that whole second
did
half felt like it
something.
was it was all AI or something.
It definitely felt like exactly like what you said, like unseasoned or whatever. It felt like everything wasn't well thought out.
We lost the plot very much so. That it was a
Definitely
good
that.
testing ground. It was a good testing ground. Like they would have never said anything. It would have been a good testing ground because everybody was already hooked. So if it worked, it would have been like, oh okay, hey
Just the
look, it
way
worked
that
for me.
like that whole thing with Elle, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing, like her may or may not be dead or that I don't know. I just didn't like it. I like the show. I think it was amazing, but this last season was definitely like a disappointment to me.
But yeah,
So,
it wasn't. It was not big on my list of. rewatch. I'll tell you. I don't even think I finished it. No, I didn't even.
I
I got it.
finished it, but oh, also I started Game of Thrones.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I'm having a great time so far.
You're gonna
I
love
just
it.
got to the point where Khaleesi just became Mother of Dragons.
Let me tell you
So
something.
I'm like right at the beginning of season 2.
The first episode had me for a whirlwind. I said, "Oh, okay," because I like to predict how this usually turns out. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. Oh, like, oh, you know, it's gonna come out like this. Watch this. We got to that ending, and I was like, "Oh, somebody's gonna save him. Somebody's gonna stop this." No. And when that head got the robots, boy, ain't no way. There is no way. And I was hooked ever since. And it has been a.
No, no,
You're
no,
gonna
no,
love
don't
it.
tell me.
I'm not gonna
Don't tell
tell
me.
you anything,
Don't
but you're
tell
gonna
me.
love
Don't
it.
tell me. I haven't got that far.
Get out the
So
first episode. Go ahead though.
I
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I know I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So they told me not to pick favorites in Game of Thrones because they gonna end up dead. So there's like don't pick
There's
no favorite.
Ayo.
So
There's Ayo.
I picked a wolf. Okay, I picked a wolf in the beginning. I was like, that's safe, right? The wolf dead. The wolf
Okay.
dead.
I was like, yeah. Yeah, sweetheart. Yeah, no,
The
there's
wolf
nothing
didn't even
safe.
make it out of the damn episode. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, sweetheart. There's nothing safe, sacred, or anything. They're getting rid of everybody in this motherfucker.
Everybody gonna die.
You know, and the great part about it is your villains are gonna die too. Like everybody.
I'm ready for Joffrey to die.
So I'll wait for that nigga to die from the second episode. I say, this nigga got to go. Boy, you know who he remind me of?
Who?
Peach, man.
Who?
Orange, man. Whatever y'all call him. Yeah, that's what he remind me of. The orange,
Oh,
man.
fair enough. Fair enough. The Cheeto.
Cheeto.
The dehydrated orange peel, if you will.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's pretty much very, you know what I'm feeling like today? I'm feeling like Reds. Hang
Chaos.
somebody. Shoot somebody.
Right.
Like, you know, blow something up.
Give me very
That's
much that.
very,
Maybe he was
very
a
sporadic.
fan.
You know, I feel like before he got in office, somebody said, hey, go watch Game of Thrones. He said, I like this guy.
Bet. Right.
I'm going to be this guy.
I'm gonna be this guy.
Well, I'm about to
But
say, dog,
AI. That's why we here
you
today.
notice, I'm
AI.
about to say, you notice, you could tell that wasn't made with no damn AI. That was a good damn episode that was made with real shit. That's what the fuck that
Exactly.
was.
That's exactly what I was like about to say is that like you could tell that Game of Thrones there was actually thought in there. And the fact, see, this is the thing that AI cannot do. So Game of Thrones has been made. House of Dragons is now being added on to that, and you can still continue to get the bag. And then I think they're adding on another show on top of that that's about to be even more Game of Thrones content. So it's like, you know, like those complex thoughts and human emotions is something that
Yeah.
AI to me still just cannot capture.
Can't predict. Yes.
So
And not only that, but also we look at like art and different things like that people want to like. And then somebody brought it up, and they're like, "Oh, this is probably how the person felt when the camera was invented," which I kind of see. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine somebody sitting there, they painting all day. Because, you know, back in the day, you used to do live portraits and the XYZ, blase, blase. Then somebody says,
that's
hold
actually
on.
a good
I got to,
comparison.
boom, don't move. I got you. It's done. It's already done. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already done. I took it. Yeah, yeah. So, like, yes, this life, it always improves. There's always going to be something new, innovative. Yes. But with AI, the more that you get a very quick response, the quality is some shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real here. I'm a very blanket person. So that's where my problem comes in at. I feel like people are so much now so quick to get a response. We just want a response that you're not actually, there's no thoughts. no thought process behind it. The quality behind things are different now. Everything. So I want it right now, right now. That we not worried about is the shit actually good that we get. You
Right.
know, that's just yeah.
I definitely understand that. Another thing that also frustrates me about AI is that like a lot of these companies are starting to be lazy and they want to replace humans with AI. And like I don't know if you've been to the local Bojangles or anything and they have the AI lady that's taking the order now and it feels really weird and a little bit creepy because I'm like I don't want to talk to this robot. I want to talk to the teenager who's severely underpaid and is probably going to piss me off by getting my order wrong. Like, I like her. Do not bother her. Like, I like this dumb teenager. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the little AI because she ain't get my order wrong yet. I'm like,
but I mean, like, that's also where like that teenager is going to learn its social skills. That's where it's going to learn how to do a good job, how to do this so they can become a better functioning member of society. It's kind of like
correct.
how now you can have like a bachelor's degree like we have, but if you graduate with your bachelor's degree and you don't have any experience behind it, nobody wants to hire you and there's no more entry level positions
Hmm.
because AI is doing those entry level positions now.
Exactly.
And also like we've seen that customer service is being replaced with AI now. And it's
Mm.
like have you ever like it's like that commercial where that guy is like representative
Yeah.
representative like I want to talk to a human because things that I'm saying AI is probably not going to be able to understand.
It doesn't feel the emotions. Like, all right, let me put it like that. You have to be very spot on.
Mhm.
And most times when you talking about something and you got problems with something, you're not spot on. You're kind of just describing it. You're like, this thing. It's the button that
Mhm.
is next to the other button and it's round and it's red. Somebody gonna look at it and be like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then if robot is not gonna say that, they're not gonna be like, oh, mm, yeah, you know what? I know what you're talking about. Lady. Is it this one? No, 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 no. It's not gonna be like that. So there's just gonna be a lot of problems that I see coming up in the world. A lot of frustrations, especially with the old folks. And I'm mad because I'm probably gonna be the old folks that's gonna be
You are.
frustrated as fuck on the 1-800 line trying to get this shit done. And I'm like, just give me goddamn human. We don't have humans here. There's no humans.
There's no
There's none.
human. But I, like you said, like when I was working customer service, I have solved so many customer service issues by just being like, ma'am, do you see the button that looks like a hamburger? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what people resonate with. That's what people understand. And especially our aging population, that was the best way that I was able to help older people with their technology because that like I said, like that's kind of what they understand. They need somebody to take their time with them. They're not going to understand all this high tech shit. So,
Yeah, in all honesty.
also, like another thing, like did we not all watch iRobot?
All right, now we get into the real juicy shit that I've been thinking about, man. Like, it's kind of like how Jurassic Park. Like, why are we discovering a dinosaur when we already been shown what's gonna happen when we've been? They done foreshadowed this. We got our robot.
There are
We
movies
got all
about
these
this.
different. What's the Terminator? I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever been punched by an iron hand? That shit's not fun.
I
That
don't,
shit might go right through
I've
you.
never had that happen, but I assume that it is most unpleasant.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, cool. If the nukes don't take us out, it's gonna be the robots. Because
It's gonna be the
at this
robots.
point, y'all don't care enough to actually be like, you know what, this has gone a little too far. It's all about, oh, well, it's a cheaper labor force. Oh, well, they can go all around the clock. Oh yeah, but they also with AI dangerously could get so smarter that they're smarter than us and then now they're like, did you see Marvel when Buddy, bro, it took Buddy 8 minutes to go across the internet, Ultron. When Buddy went through the internet, he said, "Oh yeah, these niggas got to go. Hey, destroy all
Wait,
the humans.
who?
Marvel. Which Marvel movie was that? Age of Ultron. Buddy pretty much came on.
Oh,
Yeah, and he pretty much became a whole AI person, and then was like, "Yeah, I'm
nah.
going through all the internet. Y'all gotta go for
Hmm.
the world to survive. Y'all gotta go." He was far worse than Thanos. Everybody stuck on Thanos and being. I lied to you not. I'm with Thanos. I feel like you know what I'm saying.
Maybe we
If
need a
you're gonna
hard
take out
reset.
half the population and you decide, and this is gonna a snap, and you ain't even painfully doing it, you getting, I'm not mad at him
I'm
for
not mad.
what he
Even if
did. The
I'm in that
principle is
number,
there.
whatevs. Like,
Like on the long term, Buddy said, "Hey, look, y'all gonna be mad for the first generation, but the long term, think about it. No more hunger, no more nothing, and then just everybody's gonna be peaceful,
Thanos had a
happy."
point.
These Negroes said, "Oh yeah, nah, we don't like that. You getting rid of my friends?" No, Thanos like,
Fuck
I'm trying
your
to make sure your
friends. If I'm
grandkids
being
survive right now.
100% honest, fuck your friends. We have bigger issues to worry about.
And he ain't even do it off of like, oh yeah, like it's based off of color, race, religion. I'm getting
Mm-mm.
rid of these people. Like he ain't going no Hitler shit. He just said, nah, unbiased. Everybody
Everybody
stand in
gone.
line.
Bye. Hard
This side,
reset.
all right,
Boom.
y'all gone. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. This side, y'all get to continue living.
Also, like, I noticed that I'm starting to get older because, like, sometimes, like, all of this technology shit and this AI shit is too much. So, here lately, I've been spending more time outside of the city, and I just be sitting in the middle of a field watching the sunset, and I'm like, damn, this is nice. You know? Like,
Do you be
so,
in your
like,
rocking chair too?
I honestly, my dream, like, listen to me, Nelly. Listen to
Oh
me.
Lord, yeah, let me hear you.
Okay, check me out. Land, okay?
Lots
Land.
of it.
Lots of it. As far as the eye can see. Like crops growing, whatever. Front porch. Now don't be trying to come over to my front porch after, okay? Like don't be trying to come over to my front porch, okay? I'm over here on my front porch with my swings, okay? And it's a nice thunderstorm outside. And I'm sitting over there with my coffee and I'm just rocking on my front porch and I'm like, damn, we needed this rain. We've been in a drought. And then check me out. On the inside, I have my retro stove that has the chambers. You know, with the gas stove that you got to light the match because that's what really cooked the food good. You know what I'm saying? You light the match and the gas stove heat up. You know I'm about to throw down on the stove.
I'm not mad at it. I'm actually not mad at it. But yeah, you getting old. You about to be
I think
45,
that
50.
like I think that 45 50 is absolutely crazy. But like I think that I'm just getting to the point where it's just like I'm so overwhelmed by all the things that are going on in the world. Like AI is taking over the world. It's causing a huge environmental impact on the world. Like we just saw that what it's taking up gallons and gallons of water every single day just to run AI. Huge emissions. It's using rare minerals and things to produce your
I was about to
stupid
say,
ass question.
I need people like hear me out. And if you're somebody that heavily uses AI, please ask yourself, is 10 minutes really gonna hurt me to actually use my brain and think this through? What is it really gonna hurt you that bad? Like, I think a lot of people done turned the brain off too much. That now they don't want to turn no more, and we don't want to use critical thinking. That's what's wrong with these damn kids. That's what's wrong with these damn kids. They don't got no critical thinking. No, they don't use this shit. You ever talk to
So,
a kid? You ever talk to a kid and you be like, oh yeah, yeah. So like, just take a minute and think about it. They be like, no, I can put in AI right quick.
like, literally, like, no thoughts in between their eyes. Like,
like, bro, and it's bad. I'm a gamer. I like to play video games. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? You play a video game, you come across a problem, you just go ahead and be like, damn, all right.
Let me think about
That
this.
last
Sometimes
thing
you got to
didn't
put
work.
it
This
down and
didn't
walk
work. You gotta
away.
think about it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Hmm.
think like, all right, this didn't work. This didn't work. We gotta keep trying and trying again. Or like if you playing a video game and you come into it, you just playing for enjoyment of it, and then you like, shoot, I like this gun, but I'm gonna go ahead and add this to it, this to it. The kids not doing that. They
Mm-mm.
automatically, soon as they get the video game, they go straight to YouTube. They go
And
straight
look
to
at the
AI. They go,
walkthrough.
try to figure out how. Let me see the walkthrough. I don't even want to think. I just want to just do. The problem is there ain't no damn thinking no more, and that's the problem with all. I didn't can't even say the kids. It's damn everybody because nobody
It's
wants to think no
everybody.
more.
When I'm
Let's
playing
think.
a game, I don't go and look at the walkthrough until after I beat it. Because I'm probably going to play through it again and I want to be like, okay, what could I have done better? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm like, oh shit, that's how you're supposed to do that.
Or like
Like,
if I'm
oh, I could have
questioning,
gotten, it's like, I missed out on all these XP points because I didn't do this. Like, damn. Then I'll go
hmm
back and play it like the way I saw on the walkthrough. Like,
like I used to watch walkthroughs of like it's a game that I'm questionable about getting. Like if I'm like, oh yeah, you know
oh,
what I'm
fair
saying? Like
enough.
I might not. Yeah. Like I don't know if I want to spend $6 on this, but let me see how that gameplay look. Okay, walkthrough nice. All right, bet I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Then I'll figure out the rest of the game. But I feel like it's just a factor of if we go ahead and get back to like, okay, you know what? Let's think this through. Let everybody take 10 minutes to write your own damn sentence. These kids don't even fucking write paragraphs no more. I don't feel like they can write rough drafts no more. It ain't even. When's the last time you seen a kid say, "Yeah, I gotta write a rough draft, and then I gotta go through it and edit it, and then I gotta go ahead and come up with a final copy"? There ain't none of that shit. It's just straight
So when I
AI,
was in
right?
second grade, I used to hate my teacher for this, but it made me a tremendous writer. Every week we had a paper due. Every week. She would say
hmm
on Monday, you need to do your brainstorming.
And I say, bless you.
Thank you. Got to edit that out. But on Monday, you're doing your little web. You're getting your little main ideas. You know what I'm saying? And you have your main idea, and you have your little ideas that come off to the side of it. And then on Tuesday, you're doing your rough draft. I think it was Wednesday, you're doing your editing. Thursday, you're doing your final copy, and Friday it was due.
hmm
Every single week. And you had to use your vocabulary words that she gave you that Monday during the week. And then on Friday, you had a vocabulary test.
hmm
And I would like to think that I have an expansive vocabulary. And I really do believe that it is because she started implementing words into our lives when we were young. And it also made me, I think, a better reader and things like that. Also, recently I got called overly educated.
I'm gonna let you expand on that.
So, somebody, like, I was proving a point to someone, and I noticed that they weren't necessarily agreeing with what I was saying and what I was putting out. And I was like, it doesn't even matter if you agree or not. These are simply just the facts. And this is how this goes. And here's the reasons why. And I laid it out in a very, normal way. And they were like, that's like an overly educated analysis of the situation. And I was like, see, the thing is, especially like as a black person, it's very important to be educated because people have benefited from black people being undereducated for far too long.
You
And
know,
America can benefit from a society that is undereducated.
yeah,
And the removal
that's
of the
exactly
department.
that's been going on
Sorry.
since the beginning. That's what's been going on since the beginning of the of America. To be honest with you, if
Exactly.
you keep a certain people, if you keep the majority of people uneducated, and then keep them baffling with each other, right? And or keep them above like, oh yeah, you're in survival mode, or you're battling between each other.
Hmm.
Then the people like the dang, what the Tom Fords, I forgot what's his name. But
Tom
pretty much
Ford,
the top, yeah. Shoot, I'm
the
tripping.
designer.
But the top societies. No, Tom Ford was a car engineer, girl.
Henry Ford.
Henry Ford. Tom Ford,
Tom
Henry
Ford is a
Ford.
designer. My glasses
Tom
are,
Ford
well,
is
not these, my other ones are Tom Ford.
Oh, oh,
These are Karl
yeah.
Lagerfeld, if you must know, if anybody was wondering. Karl Lagerfeld, love him. Anyway, but
But yeah, no, the Rockefellers, pretty much the Rockefeller Society, and like the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Rockefeller
the
Center
David
Society. That's what I
Rockefellers of the
meant to say.
world.
But so
Hmm.
like that's how they pretty much kept the reign of power, and I feel like that's really the easiest way to really control a society is to keep the larger mass of society at bay with each other, and then
Hmm.
just go ahead and just make your moves. Like why? Let's be real here. Why, as a society, are we mad at one demographic of people? Are they going to take our jobs? They're going to take our jobs. When, buddy, let's be real. Your CEO just got a $300 million raise, and you
How does
think it's
one
the
take a
person that
job?
has 15? Huh?
How does one take a job? I
Also,
would like to know.
Also, it's the black jobs.
I don't
Clearly,
know.
okay.
The
Let's
black
talk about the
jobs,
black jobs.
apparently they're at risk. And also I have a Mexican homegirl and she is so funny. She will text me and she be like, I see you on your way to your black job. You better be careful before I come and take it. I said, girl, if you don't shut the hell up and leave me alone. But like, I think that that's like ridiculous, that whole like take a job thing. So somebody told me, like, I was like just reading shit online. Sometimes I just be reading things that people say. And I feel like now stupid people have a platformer and it's really upsetting. But this person was like, people are coming to take our jobs. People are coming to take our jobs, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sir, you barely have a high school education. That's what's holding you back in life. It's not any other race. And then like it's not me cuz I'm college
No,
educated. I
I'm
don't I
not
don't
gonna.
want your job.
I'm
Like
not gonna lie. We're gonna have to have an episode about life after college to really help some people out too. Because I've come across the issue where a lot of people they're having problems like when they get out of college
they don't
or
know what to
like when they're
do.
going through college. Yeah, like they're like, oh, this the college degree didn't do anything for me because you didn't do what you were supposed to do while you were in college. You thought it was just a GPA that you needed. When you also
No,
need
it's
the
so much
connections.
more.
You also need the like if it was just a college degree, baby girl, the knowledge I can get with
Everybody.
AI. We can get with AI with the knowledge. That's not the problem. The problem is you have to be a person. You have to go and you have to get the experience. You have to go and get the connections. You have to go and get a whole but like a resume builder. Like you know what I'm saying? Like why didn't you go ahead and be or at least run for Mr. Class President? Why didn't you run for Mr. whatever your university was? You see what I'm saying? Like all these different things, they're gonna push you to the next level. You didn't get like the degree didn't help you because you're so focused on just
The
trying to get
degree
by. You
and
did,
getting
yeah. It was,
finished.
no, there was so much more that you were supposed to do in this university, but you only did one thing. And I need people to go ahead and understand when you go into college, it is not just about singularly focusing on just the books. I need you to get the full experience.
And
The
that
full
doesn't
experience is
mean that
important.
you have to go pledge Greek or anything like that. Like
No.
I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's not a bad option. That's something that I think is a great thing. I don't shit on Greek life because it is a hell of a connection to have. Also, like those pageants that like the fraternities and
All of
stuff have.
those.
You need to be going to that. You need to be like investing your time wisely and not just hanging out at your
Did you
local
even
whatever.
volunteer? Did you like
I did
you
a
just
lot of
you
volunteering in
feel me?
college.
Like, and no, I'm not talking about you, of course, but I'm talking about like
No, I'm just saying like
what
in
did
general.
exactly what did we do while in college? I feel like because now and that's gonna be the difference, tongue twisted, but the different, you know what I'm talking about. It's gonna be the big difference between
And he got your
what
tongue?
like between as it do, but it's gonna be the big
Also, I
difference
just
between
noticed
what
that
you
you in
can
your
do versus
robe.
what
Hold
AI can
on.
do. You said
Hold
what?
on. You in your robe? Eddie.
Yeah, I love my robe. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love my robe. I love
You're
my
such a
robe.
distinguished gentleman.
You know what I'm saying? I love my robe. My robe is gonna be nice every time. It's gonna be wait, we in the wintertime, baby. This right here gonna keep me warm.
Should I
It's gonna
have
keep
my
me nice
robe
and
on next
cool.
time?
I don't know, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Ralph did his shit with this one. Ralph did his shit with this
Are
one.
you going?
But
Are you going into office in the morning?
you damn Skippy. You
Oh,
damn Skippy.
I almost didn't
Wait,
come in today. It was too icy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. As soon as I thank God for North Carolina, because as soon as I see a little ice, I already know. Well, let me go ahead and make sure I'm home tomorrow, because it ain't gonna be no. Yeah, we gonna have to make
Yeah,
sure.
and you especially like with your car being so low to the ground. I don't know if you should go.
Girl, have you ever seen Camaro? Camaro gonna slide across the ground. Camaro tires is not worth the slick. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth the cuss, as my auntie like to say. That joint ain't
That's
worth the
what I'm saying.
cuss.
I don't think that you should be out there.
Yeah, no,
So
no. I'm be fine though. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't gonna reach my top speed. I ain't
I
gonna take
guess
it go speed racer. No, no, we ain't gonna
I'm
do
a
that.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Shh,
Men drive. I'm
we ain't gonna
Racer
get too
X.
off here.
You know.
No, but
Anyway.
that's my big thing. And then I feel like when we get back, and we got to get back to the AI topic, I feel like the biggest thing that I'm really having the problems with is monetization of the
Hmm.
AI. And people are forgetting that we're so stuck on trying to transform our hobbies into monetizations that I just like, you forget the love of it. You forget the love of it. There's no, like, everything's so much about money now that's like we forget the love of the game. You got to get back
Yeah,
to the love of the game, man. That's what
that's
it's
for
about.
sure. Like that's one thing that like I don't want to stop is loving doing this show. Like it's my opportunity to hang out with you. It's my opportunity to like connect with like Lindsay and stuff like that throughout the week and stuff like that. It's something that we're going to do together. Now, if we so happen to make money off of it, which I think that we will eventually because it is growing, I think that also we are listened to in over 121 cities, and we also are in 12 countries right now,
Ooh, ooh,
including the
not 12
Maldives.
countries. Yes, sir. I like to
Yeah,
hear it.
we out here. But yeah, always like I want to make sure that I keep the love of the game in it because like we're here because we absolutely love true crime and we love sharing the stories with y'all every week. We love hearing y'all's reactions. It really does something for me to know that y'all absolutely love this and get mad at us whenever we are not doing the show. So
Yeah. And when I talk about like the love and the passion, like prime example, right? We got people that's hopping in. Like I used to be big in photography and art. Even used to be a photographer. But one thing, like, and I had to control myself because I was talking to my cousin, and she was like, "Oh, you know what? You know, it'd be a great thing. What if somebody really just took a website and they just typed in whatever art they wanted to and let it just populate? Do you know how long it takes artists? Yes, yes, and just create a website of just AI
no,
art and just let it just be. Oh, okay, like boom. And we're saying no now, but that's what some people are doing, and that's why I talk about with the love of the game. It's just like you're taking out the passion of feels the same way that we talked about with Stranger Things. There's no love for it. There's no art. There's no heart into it. You can tell when something is rendered versus when something is truly created. That's you feel me. You can
that's
go
the
ahead
word right
and
there.
tell the
Write that
difference.
down.
You feel
Write
me
that down.
between
Hmm.
rendered versus created. And like when you really take your time and you really say, damn, because the best thing about art, true art, is really created through mistakes. And with
Hmm.
AI, it's all about perfection.
What did Bob Ross
So
say? There's no mistakes, only happy accidents.
exactly, exactly. And
Hmm.
I just want people to remind themselves. I think we're getting so stuck on being perfectionists in a perfectionist
Yes,
society where it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. Well, I just came up with this robot that can make it perfect. Listen, it's not about getting to the finish line first, okay? It's about making sure that you got the lessons that you learned. It's about making sure that you go ahead and you truly understand the value of what you created. That's the importance of it. what are you
For
really
sure.
creating and how are you bringing the value to it? AI is not going to care about the value. It only cares about creating something. That's what AI is supposed to do. But you as a person, you're supposed to care about the value that it comes from it. So that's how my whole thing with AI was just like, fuck this shit. Also, I
So,
believe that AI is going to kill us at some point. That because
amen.
you know,
iRobot, like we said.
well, I mean, and that's the crazy part. So it's not even the iRobot aspect. So you come across the true double edged sword what we talked about earlier, right? It's going to kill us in the slow part and in the long term.
Hmm.
Where we're thinking about it and we're like, oh, okay, like yeah, it's giving us quick term solutions, it's making stuff happen. But what was the I about to say? Do you have any stats on like what it was for like how many gallons it was that it was using? Or and we already know that whenever it comes to like it's in a data center, and these data centers are always put in some rural area. When I say rural, I just you got to understand like my tongue is a little messed up right
Oh,
now.
yeah. I can't say that
RURA.
word.
Yeah,
Rural?
yeah,
Rural.
yeah. Y'all just
Rural.
gonna have to roll with me. I know what I'm talking about though. But don't do me like Cam Newton, okay? Just don't. I ain't Cam Newton.
Um,
But yeah,
AI's water usage is substantial and varies with large models potentially using millions of gallons daily for training and operation. This was from betterplaneteducation.org.uk.
and see, I can respect UK because UK usually they be on it when it comes to environmentals. I think didn't the US we just pulled out of the environmental United Nations,
Hmm.
yeah, within the last year or two, thanks to the current administration. No names will be spoken. The current administration definitely pulled us out, and I feel like well also because they're tied with Elon Musk, so it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
But it's just all this right here is gonna be the discretion of ourselves. And then we're gonna look back and be like, well, where did it start? A man that was probably got 20 more years to live. I'm sorry to tell you. Not
Yeah.
wishing that upon anybody. But this we have to vote. Okay? Because this older generation
This
is
November,
not
it is
looking
on. Okay. This
this
November, it is on. He has said before that if these midterm elections do not go well, he's cooked. So, bite by bite is how we're going to eat the elephant. So, remember to go out there and vote.
and yeah, that's pretty much my big part on it. Like
My other thing about AI, well, first of all, I could get on my little soapbox all day and talk about how the reason we are experiencing the things that we are experiencing in America and the things that we are seeing is because people don't have empathy anymore and emotional processing
mm,
skills. And I believe that
mm,
that comes from art being taken out of schools. When I was
mm-hmm.
younger, I was in an art program in school. Art was a big thing, to the point where I remember our kindergarten class. There's pictures of this in our yearbook that every kindergartner that walked through the hall got to put a handprint on this big old tree and you got to put your name on it and you're creating something. Like everything was a creation, like everything was very hands on, everything was very artsy. Like, I think I was talking to like my cousins who were a little bit younger than me. They're like 24, 25, and I was like, okay, like, did you do this in art class? Like, did you learn about this? Did you learn about these artists? Did you do clay molding, things like that? And they were like, no. I was like, what do you mean no? And they were like, no, like they'd
Okay.
already taken that out of schools and stuff like that by the time we got there. I think my older cousin Cameron, who's like, I think he's 20, 25 now. I think he was the last one to do it, but his younger brother, who's like 19, didn't get a chance to do it. So I'm like, that is insane. But I feel like that, and also the expression of music, musical theater, things like that, those were taken out of school. I was like, so y'all don't take like music classes like that anymore? He was like, no, not really. I'm like, that is a shame that like all day long you are in instruction, and when you're not in instruction, you're in PE, but you're also not getting a chance to express yourself in any other way.
And see, that's the crazy part. It's oh, girl, I gotta go get a charger. But that's the crazy part. It's the factor of They're turning our kids into robots to pretty much compete against robots.
Lord.
All right, so but yeah, no, that's the biggest. I would say that's the biggest advantage that we have, and we're taking that away from our kids. That okay, you are human. You're
Yeah.
able to feel. You're able to process things. It may be slower, but
Yeah.
don't hate yourself for it. Like you know
Because
what I'm
that's all
saying?
a part of the human experience.
Exactly. Exactly. You're supposed to fail. You're supposed to feel. You're supposed to be able to come up from that. That
Yeah.
was yeah.
Like I like telling like the younger people in my life to never forget that they are human. I'm like, and make mistakes now. Now is the time to do it when you're younger because when you get to my age and older, it's so much harder to correct those mistakes. So I tell them to make as many mistakes as you can now because I unfortunately came from that generation where you couldn't make mistakes. So I never made those mistakes. And now when I make a mistake, I'm very hard on myself for it.
Ain't nothing
So,
wrong with that.
and that's a part of also being human.
Yeah.
But also, I don't like how AI is stealing these artists. Like I've heard so many like Rihanna, like her voice is
Oh, you talking
being
about
like
music
AI.
wise?
Music wise, yeah, like I don't like how they're stealing from musical artists. It's very weird and making people say things that they would never say, and it's very,
Morgan
very
Freeman was
creepy.
pissed.
What? Like
What that man said? I want you to know that's how I make because you gotta think like his whole thing
his
is
voice?
pretty much his voice. His voice is like
It's
heaven sent,
gold.
right? It's
Hmm.
gold. And you telling me now you got somebody that's about to just come in and just all right, cool. Like, all right, he didn't even say that, but it sounds enough like him.
Yeah.
Nah, nah.
I don't like that, and it's already starting to pick up on like people's diction and like the way that they enunciate things, and I just think that that's also a little strange, like that like that AI can pick up on that. But I
You
like
talking about like picking up
watching
on other
AI
people's tongue.
videos, huh?
Finish your sentence.
Oh, I was
Finish
gonna
me
say
off with that.
I like watching AI videos because it's those tiny inconsistencies that I see in those videos that AI can't figure out about being human. Like I was watching an AI video of this girl getting into a bed. Something
Mm-hmm.
simple. And AI
Mm-hmm.
can't figure out how humans get into bed. And like, just small things like that or how we would pick up something or how like the environment would react if I move something. It's things
Okay,
like that.
yes, but I'm also scared because how quickly that shit is advancing. That shit is advancing
It's
quickly.
advancing, but it's
I
just still
remember.
small things that I try to keep a lookout for.
So I want you to look up a video back in 2021 AI. You remember that shit was pixelated as fuck, like a 270 pixel video. And within 2 years, that shit looked very normal. I think it was like a Will Smith video where people were like, "Oh yeah, nah,
Hold on,
AI Will Smith
share my
versus now." Let me see if I can find it. If I find it, I'm gonna send you the link.
I'm watching this one right here.
Yeah. Okay, so it was. If you want to look at the new one, it's Will Smith eating spaghetti AI video in one
What?
year. Look how much. Yeah,
You said what? Spaghetti?
Will Smith eating spaghetti, and this is in 1 year.
Wait, which one?
The
This
first
one?
one, literally the first one that you.
This
Yeah.
one.
Yep. Of course. Like we're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
This
actually
is
pretty
in
funny.
1 year of progression.
It still has a few inconsistencies, but that is actually pretty insane.
Exactly. And I'm not worried about like the inconsistency. I'm worried about the progression because in 10 years, you know how like we getting the calls right now. I don't know if you remember this, Jank. Where back in the day they used to get calls from people and they be like, "Oh yeah, we got your daughter or we got your family member kidnapped. This, that, and the
Oh yeah,
third."
yeah.
How you about to tell the difference now? Cause like you actually really might have my daughter or you might not. And then you got the factor of like all you gotta have is a good couple of voice recordings of her on the phone. Or like if
Hmm.
you talk for like a couple of whiles, then all of a sudden, yeah, I got that voice. All right, bet I can duplicate it and turn it into whatever the like whatever it needs to sound like. Boy, we are screwed by like what 20? I say by 2050, we are screwed. Like we need to slow this progress down
The thing
now.
that's like really stressful about all of this is that there's really no governance on it at all. You know, like I feel like there needs to be restrictions and somebody needs to take hold of this or else it's going to get really bad really quickly. Like it's already starting to get bad, and not even just in the taking the jobs thing. I think that people are going to start getting scammed more often. People are like you said, like people are going to start doing terrible things with it, and I know that
Don't
it's
forget what
already
happened to
started.
Megan. Was it
Hell,
Megan
you
Thee
know, when
Stallion?
we at work, we have AI people answering the phone, and you're like, man, what the fuck? Like you know, it's just
Mhm.
frustrating and annoying. So
Don't forget. I think it was Megan Thee Stallion or something like that. That or it was one. It was some artist that they did where they took her Angel Reese, Angel Reese,
mm-hmm.
and the whole situation where they pretty much AI naked photos of her.
That was insane. And
Exactly.
also, I know for a fact on the dark web that people are doing that with images of it makes me nauseous just to even think about it. Images of children.
Hmm. Yeah.
I have
And
no
that's
words for that. That's just disgusting on so many levels and disturbing.
exactly. And that's why, like, all right, cool. We gotta have some type of stoppage, some type of all right. We need to slow this
Something.
down. I know the UN is talking about some type of ways that I feel like AI should only be used, and I know people are like, oh wait, that's crazy as heck. Like it should be for everybody. No, no, no. I feel like this should be strictly a either governance or business sector usage or something like that. Because I'm gonna be so honest with you, if we put it in the hands of everybody, like just regular people, this was going to be overused and it's going to be abused. I'm so
Yes,
sorry. Like it's kind of like one of those things we have to control it, and I'm sorry that we have to take it from everybody. But
it
Johnny over
has
here, the
to.
bad apple over here, I know he's going to use it for bad, so I
Hmm.
have to take it from everybody so that it's equal. I don't know who Johnny the bad apple is, so I have to take it from everybody.
The good has
Are
to suffer
corporations
suffer with the
bad and we'll use
bad.
it too? I just that's my only thing I can think of like to slow it down. All right, take it from everybody. Just take it from everybody and just have it to where it's only certain sectors of government or it's only businesses. That's my only suggestion because at this point, if we keep it in everybody's hands, there's gonna be a madman and you're gonna give him the recipe to craziness. There's
Yeah,
gonna be a mad
it's
scientist
only a
that's just
matter
like
of
that.
time. It's
Uh,
human nature to take advantage of things in the first place. So it's definitely
I see
gonna
why
reach a
Ultron
boiling
said we
point.
gotta take these humans out. Y'all are disgusting. I
Hmm.
understand.
I understand him. I also understand Poison Ivy. I really like resonate with her a lot. Fuck all these humans. Let's just plant a whole bunch of plants and just let the
You
plants take
give
over
me
the
a poison
world.
ivy vibe. You give me a poison ivy vibe. I'm
That's
not
my
gonna lie. So,
girl. That's my
yeah.
girl. I have a plant in the corner, damn near of everywhere in my apartment.
I expect you to have more plans by the end of this year. You need to at least have 5 to 10. Do you have
Mm,
a green thumb?
yeah,
You sure?
yeah. Last year I
How
had
many
a
plants have
garden.
died under your care? How many plants have
Um,
died under your care?
I really haven't had. I had one plant die under my care. It was a money tree, and that was because it gotten root rot. But
Is
I
that the one?
suspect no, no, no. The one that I have that you've seen before, She's actually over here in the corner right now. She just shedded her leaves and she's got some new
Hmm.
baby ones coming in and it's just
Okay.
really cute. And it's gotten to the point where, that's a tall money tree. So
Hmm.
at the base of the tree now, she has leaves coming from there too, which I think she's going to
Oh.
make some more branches. She's really thriving. I think she really likes it over here. I moved her into this corner and I think she
Hmm.
really likes it here because now I have another hanging plant, my vine that Corinthia started
Yeah.
at the office. So that one is actually cascading down now. It's in a little disco ball planter hanging from the ceiling. And then
Oh.
it's able to kiss my Monstera who's on the ground. They
Well,
kissing.
that's good. Okay. Okay. At least you got somewhat of a green thumb. I thought I get you had me scared for a second. I said I don't know if she got green
No, I
thumbs.
really do. Like in the summer at my dad's house because that's my summer home, as I call it. I put all my things over there that I don't want here. And I started a garden in the backyard. And I saved so much on produce because I was going over there. I had tomatoes and cucumbers and collard greens and onions
Yeah.
and things like that. And I made pickles over the summer. I need to make some preserves this next summer coming up.
Okay. Okay. So like you do got somewhat of a green thumb. I give you that. I
I
give you
do.
that. Okay.
I
Okay.
do. I'm my daddy's
Yeah.
child.
Well, that's always
But
good.
AI, damn it. Fuck AI.
Yeah, that's how we conclude this episode. Fuck AI, because it will be the downfall of
It
us.
will be the downfall of us all for sure. Um,
Sadly, but it is what it is. I feel like you'll always create. It's always gonna be the son that destroys the father. It's always
mm,
gonna be if that makes sense to you. Like
that
we're
actually
gonna
makes a
be the
lot of
father
sense.
of like AI, and at some point it's gonna realize you guys are not the big bad monster anymore. We are, and then we're gonna have
Yeah,
a Terminator situation, or we're gonna have a our robot situation.
and we
We
don't
are
want that.
so heavily linked on technology that if one day technology turns on us, we have no one to blame but ourselves.
That is the truth.
Yeah. So that's my thing. Be human. Live life. Fail. Try again. Best
Amen.
words from me.
Amen. Is that where you leaving it at?
That's where I'm leaving it at. That's my words for today.
I feel that. I feel like we had a lot of great points today. Um, I think like if you guys really enjoy the other shit episodes, please let us know what you want us to also touch on in another other shit episode. I think next, what is our next case that we're doing?
Ooh, we gotta discuss on that. I think we're just
We're in
gonna just
between
drop it on
two.
y'all. Yeah,
We're
we
we're in
running
between
between two
two.
right now. We're gonna figure out which one we're gonna drop on y'all.
And I noticed that you guys like the one parts and the two parts. This one case that I'm looking at might be a three part because that man was a bad man. So we'll take a look at that and me and Eddie will discuss it and figure out what's going on with that. Follow us on Instagram at true crime underscore OS. Follow us on TikTok at true crime underscore OS. And send us something, fan mail, whatever, at info at truecrimeandothershit.com. Anything else, Eddie?
That's about it. That's all I got.
Perfect, perfect. Also like and subscribe to us on YouTube. I forgot to tell y'all we are on YouTube. Please like and subscribe there. Also, share the show as much as possible because we're really trying to get the word out about this. Um, I think that's about it. If there's anything, I'll definitely put it in the show notes. This
Yeah.
has been another Mercier BC production. Thank you and good night.